Hi, my name is Maria Lopez-Velez, and I'm going to be giving a persuasive speech on directions to get to Fort Jackson. Hurry up and wait. That is not a game that I like to play. Um, Fort Jackson is the biggest Army training post. I work on Fort Jackson Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, they have events here on Fort Jackson. On Wednesdays, it's called Family Day, where families come to spend time with their soldier who they have not seen in 9 weeks. It's only soldiers who are graduating from basic training. On Thursday mornings, they have graduation for those basic training soldiers. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of soldiers, a lot of visitors, a lot of cars. And what happens when you have a lot of visitors who haven't been here before? There's a lot of traffic, a lot of U-turns, frustration, all that stuff. So what I try to do is alleviate all that. I have an eye condition that prohibits me from driving at night or in inclement weather. So I had to figure another way of keeping my sanity. So what I've done is I've come up with different ways to get here to Fort Jackson. I drive 2 different routes. I have Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays. I come one route. No, I stand corrected. Yes, no, that's correct. Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays I come one route. Wednesdays and Thursdays I come a different route. I will give you both routes, and I hope that you'll take my second route into consideration when you come over to Fort Jackson, should you need to come to Fort Jackson on Wednesday or Thursday, just to alleviate a little bit of the headache. So here we go. On Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. Oh, and I'm going to be giving you directions leaving from a general location, which is Central Carolina Technical College parking lot out of Camden, not out of Sumter, out of Camden. So we're all going to imagine that we're leaving there. Okay, so we'll be leaving the parking lot. We're going to turn left to get onto 521. And we're going to drive towards I-20. Okay, so we're going to continue on. We're going to go for 2.7 miles. When we get on near I-20, we're going to make a right-hand turn onto I-20 West. We're going to stay on I-20 West for 23 miles to get onto until we get to exit 76A, and we're going to exit towards Charleston. The road's going to fork. Once it forks, you're going to remain and stay to the left. You're going to veer to the left. You're going to merge onto I-77 South and drive for about a mile to a mile and a half, and then the road's going to verge into the right, and you're going to stay on the right. You're going to get off on the first exit, which is exit 15, Percival Road. As the road winds around, you're going to stay to the right, because you're going to make a right when you get to that stop sign and yield sign. You will have the yield. So you wait, of course, to make sure that there's no traffic coming, and you're going to yield to stay onto Percival Road. You're going to stay on Percival Road for about 3 miles. There's going to be signs that say Fort Jackson and truck entrance and all that stuff. So that's what you're looking for. You're going to stay there until you hit the first traffic light. But before you get there, you're going to start turning. You're going to make a left. So as you're driving down the road, start getting over to the left-hand lane. When you get to the first traffic light, the name of the road is called Boyden Arbor Road. Make that left, and you're going to follow through all the other cars. Hopefully there's other cars there. You could just follow what they're doing. But you're going to go through the little obstacle course. Have your ID card ready. Hopefully you have permission to be on there. If not, you're going to have to go through a different gate. Anyways, let's just assume that you have the permissions. So you get your ID card out, and you show it through. You give it to them. You have permission. You follow through. You're going to go through the obstacle course. You're going to get back on Boyden Arbor Road, and you're going to drive straight. You're going to stay there, and you're going to come to a stop sign. It's going to be a 3-way stop. At that road, you're going to make a right. At the right, you're going to get on, that road is going to be called Dixie Road. You're going to stay on Dixie Road for about a mile. You're going to continue on. You're going to go straight. The road is 35 miles an hour, and you're going to follow all speed limits and all the rules of the road. You're going to make a left-hand turn. The road that you're going to turn left on is called Kershaw Road. You're going to go 0.3 miles on Kershaw Road. You're going to pass 2 stop signs. After you pass the second stop sign, there's going to be a building to the left-hand side. There's going to be a parking area on the right-hand side. In the right-hand side, find a parking spot, park, and come to that building that was on the left-hand side. The building number is 7540. You are now at work. So that's the easy one. At the end of the day, you're going to reverse the order. You're going to get back in your car. You're going to go over the stop sign, 2 stop signs on Kershaw Road. Going to get to Dixie Road. You're going to make a right-hand road to the stop sign. You're going to make a left, get onto Boyden Arbor, Percival, 7720 home. Now let's go the other one. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, you're going to start off pretty much the same. You're going to start off at Central Carolina. You're going to make the left onto 521. You're going to take 521 to I-20 West. You're going to make that right, get onto I-20 West. However, at this point, you're just going to drive 6 miles and you're going to get off on exit 92. Exit 92 is Highway 601. It's going to take you in a little loop and you're going to follow the loop towards St. Matthews. Once you get on that road, you're going to be traveling away from the Waffle House, from the Kangaroo, and from the Pilot. So you're going to be traveling away from that. You're going to stay on that road for approximately 13 miles. You're going to go up and down. It's a very 2-lane road, very quiet, seldom road. When school starts, you're going to see school buses there. You're going to see kids pulled over to go to school. Anyway, you're going to go down this road for 13 miles. After you're going to you're going to start seeing signs for a fire station. The fire station is going to be on the left-hand side, and to the right, you're going to see a road called Leesburg Road. That's the road that you're going to get on. So you're going to make that right, get on the off-ramp, get onto Leesburg Road. You're going to stay on Leesburg Road for 10.8 miles. You'll know you're starting to get close to the Fort Jackson exit. You're going to pass a sign that says Weston Lake. From there, it's approximately 4 miles until you get to the Fort Jackson entrance that you could go into. So you're going to continue through. You're going to come to the roads called Sims Road. Further down, you're going to see that there's a traffic light. So if you've made it to the first traffic light, that means that you went too far. You're going to have to get to the traffic light, make a U-turn, and make the first left. And that'll get you back onto Sims Road. You're going to get onto Sims Road, show your ID card because you have to have permission to get onto Fort Jackson. So let's assume that you have permission to get onto Fort Jackson. You gave me your ID card. You're going to stay on Sims Road for 2.5 miles. You're going to drive straight. The speed limit for the most part is 45 miles an hour down this road. You continue through following all traffic laws. Continue through until you come to the first stop sign. It's about 2.5 miles down the road. At the first stop sign, you're going to make a right-hand turn onto Lee Road. You're going to stay on Lee Road for 3/4 of a mile. And at the first traffic light, which is pretty much the only traffic light, you're going to make a left onto Strom-Thurmond Boulevard. You're going to stay on Strom-Thurmond Boulevard for 1/2 mile. And the very next light, which is called Marion Road, you're going to make a right. You're going to stay on that road for 0.3 miles. You will turn right at the second turn in. So not the first one, the very second one. It's called Pickens Avenue. You're going to make that right. You're going to see a building to the left. After you make the right, you're going to see the building to the left and the parking lot to the right. You're going to find a parking spot on the right, park your car, cross the street, go into the building, and go to work. And at the end of the day, you're going to do everything in reverse. So I do not like traffic. It seems to get emotions flaring, anger, frustration, and I feel that in doing these, it enables me to forego all that stuff. You know, like I said, I'm not able to leave early enough to avoid this. So if you're in a predicament where you can't leave early enough, like I can't, then maybe I might persuade you to take this other route and come down the back roads, and you might not be able to cut off any time, but at least you won't be stuck in traffic and keep on getting cut off by these people who think that they're so smart that instead of waiting in the line like everyone else, they're going to come all the way to the front and cut you off. Anyways, my name's Maria. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.